Good afternoon. My name is Sergey Ligai. I'm a chef who specializes in preparing fish and seafood. Today, together with the company Moreodor, we will be making tartare from the wonderful sockeye salmon, wild salmon from the Far East region, delightful and light fish dish. To prepare this dish, we will need sockeye salmon fillet. Let's cut it up. First, we need to separate the sockeye fillet from the backbone. You need to run the sharp blade right along the bones. That way we can trim the bones very economically, leaving almost no meat whatsoever on them, which will be incredibly useful for our various culinary recipes. Sockeye bones are quite thick. When you palpate them, they are very well contoured, so it's very easy for us to identify them. With movements toward the head, carefully remove them from the meat. For this delicious dish, we'll definitely need a small steak. About this much. We'll separate the fish from the skin. And accordingly, we need to get rid of the dark meat. We absolutely won't need it for our particular recipe at all. Many people often ask, is it truly possible to prepare a delicious dish using raw, wild, Far Eastern fish that has not been heat treated in any way? My definitive answer is, if we have indeed frozen the fish for at least a full 14 days, then, in principle, such fish is absolutely safe and entirely suitable for consumption raw. We'll chop up the fillet. Cut it into cubes. It is approximately 8 by 8 millimeters in size, a very small and compact dimension. The length of the knife allows me to work with a fairly large piece of fish. For our delightful and nutritious recipe, we will certainly need a fresh, ripe avocado. Before we can proceed, it is important to carefully and thoroughly remove the outer skin and the large hard pit from the center of the avocado. To do this, we'll cut it in half lengthwise and then slice each half again and carefully scoop out the flesh. It's important to use a ripe avocado. You can easily tell by pressing on the fruit. If the flesh yields easily to the pressure of your finger, then the avocado is ripe. As a result, it will have a slightly buttery, mildly nutty flavor. We'll also cut the avocado into cubes. We'll cut the cubes a bit smaller, about 6 by 6 millimeters. The second ingredient we need is mango. Today, we have this rather large and quite striking red and green mango. However, in actual fact, it is much better to use a sweet and ripe Thai yellow mango for this purpose. We only need a portion of it. So, we've removed the pit. Now we'll peel off the skin. And accordingly, we'll dice it the same way as the avocado, about 6 by 6 millimeters, and in the same proportion. Our next ingredient will be chili pepper. Here's a pod like this. We'll use the front part of it as it's the least spicy. In this case, we want a mild spiciness, not excessive heat. Next, we cut the pepper lengthwise. Inside, we identify the seeds and the seed core. These need to be removed because, as we all know, all the heat is actually in the seeds and the seed core. The fresh chili should be chopped very finely into tiny, precise cubes, each measuring approximately 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. So we've mixed the avocado, mango and chili. Add a small amount of freshly squeezed lime juice, just a little bit. We need to add a little salt and some pepper. And add olive oil. Mix well. And now our wonderfully spicy and flavorful base for the delicious tartare is completely ready to be served. Set it aside for now. We also season the fish with salt. Add a little pepper. I won't be using any strong acidity in this recipe because the beautiful color of our herring would immediately fade. So as a flavor addition, since I want a bright citrus taste, I'll add mandarin juice. Add olive oil. And mix well. Now, let's start assembling our dish. We'll need a ring mold for plating. First, we lay down our base. We need to smooth it out and press it down. Then we take the fish and carefully place it right on top. Carefully remove the ring. All that's left is to garnish. So our dish is ready. Enjoy your meal.